Well, the EPA making themselves at home in your home. The agency proposing a new rule to save wetlands. And some are calling it one of the biggest government land grabs in our history. John, you say this is more reason we should just abolish the EPA. Make your case.
We should abolish the EPA precisely because we want to help the environment. The EPA is a barrier to economic growth, yet economic growth has been proven time after time as the best way to fix the environment. So abolish it and help it.
Rick, abolish the EPA?
I don't think so. I got to tell you, this was so dramatic. I actually sat down and read the regulation that's being proposed. Really fascinating reading. Yeah, look, you guys are overstating this. There has to be a significant nexus between the whatever would be on the private land feeding into the public waters. The chances of that happening with your swimming pool or your pond are virtually none.
Yeah, but David, you know, it's not just us, by the way. David Vitter, Senator, says that, in fact, everywhere. It is a big land grab. EMAC, it's true, the EPA very often goes far beyond its mandate. It even requires dairy farmers to prepare themselves for, what is it called, milk catastrophe.
Meaning milk spill. Yeah, that's right. I like how they're sending the hazmat Bruce Willis SWAT teams into milk farms. If I spill a rotten egg or crack a rotten egg, they're going to show up at my door. No, I'm kidding. But you know what? This is really, I kind of agree with Rick Unger. This is about clearing up confusing SCOTUS rulings about water pollution. I don't want big corporations, you know, polluting the streams and rivers of our country.
But again, Mike Ozanian, the EPA has such power over our lives, and these are the geniuses, by the way, that just promoted that guy John Beale, who turned out to be a fake, and he's now serving time in prison. He was a big shot at the EPA.
David, what this regulation is about is the Supreme Court has overturned over the past several years 2 big rulings by the Sixth Circuit Court. The Sixth Circuit Court wanted a rule that waterways didn't even have to be navigatable. Yeah. The Supreme Court said, no, you're wrong. This is about expanding that so the EPA has more power.
So, Steve, should we just abolish it?
We should, David. And the Agricultural Department, in fact, is trying to get the head of the EPA, Gina, to pay visits to farms, which she's finally starting to talk to farmers and recognize that an irrigation dish is not the Mississippi River. The fact of the matter is we have wetland regulations which have already been abused against property owners by the Army Corps of Engineers. So property rights over government rights.
Sabrina, you just have 5 seconds. Quickly, please.
Well, this is a problem of process, right? Democrats fail consistently to get any kind of meaningful environmental legislation through proper channels, so they push it through the EPA and specifically through the Clean Air Act. It happens time and time again. It's a disaster.
All right. Good stuff, gang. Thank you very much. Well, from big-name companies to just released prisoners, why they may be proving America's